Welcome to Advanced MP3 Players. Today we're going to have a look at the Cowon iAudio A3, and here's some of its features. Today we're getting hardcore. The A3 is the player for the serious movie buff, and here's why. First off, we really have to talk about quality. There isn't a player on the planet as well built as the A3. Yes, admittedly it's a little chunkier than most, but it is bomb-proof. You'd have to shoot the screen to crack it. Part of the reason, of course, is the battery that's in this. It will play video non-stop for 7 hours. Now that's pretty unique in the PMP market, especially with a screen as good as this. Capacities are 30 gig and 60 gig, both hard drive based. As you can see, it's got a 4-inch display. Now this has a high 800 by 480 pixel resolution. Now what's probably hard to make out on camera is just how pin sharp the screen actually is. The colour on the screen is also wonderfully natural, almost like watching film. So other PMP manufacturers might artificially overemphasize colour to make the screens look brighter, but not Cowon. This is real quality. Now if you mention Cowon iAudio to people that are in the know, the first thing they're going to think about or tell you about is the sound quality. It is superb. Now gladly the A3 does the business again with the sound. It's exceptionally detailed and crisp. There's no artificial weighting to the sound either. Again, it fits with the player's aim of giving straight, honest quality, not just flashiness. Now, as with the other iAudio players, the A3 has the most comprehensive audiophile support out there. It lets you use the highest possible data source material. Now, speaking of source material, that leads me nicely to one of the strongest points of the A3's video capabilities. It's got a list of compatible files longer than my arm. Basically just about any format you're ever likely to download will play on the A3 without transcoding. It'll even play VOB files copied direct from a DVD disc. Now the A3 has got the processing horsepower to be able to handle high def files too. It'll actually handle up to 720p and can output straight to a high def TV. Now that's all thanks to the dual core processor inside the unit called the DaVinci. The A3 also has all the connections built into the player to allow you to record video straight from it. It sounds simple, but it's one of the very few players now on the market to feature this. So with the included cables, you can watch the contents of your player in high def if you have them, as well as being able to record real time to the player. TV, DVDs, anything. The player encodes them real time into DivX, so the files are small, but the quality is huge. Audio recording, of course, isn't left out either. This is the only standalone player available in the market that will let you record audio into lossless FLAC format, making it clearly the studio's ideal piece of kit. What else is there with the A3? Well, of course, there's FM built in, which you can record to. It also has a voice recorder with a built-in mic. Now finally, the A3 will also act as a USB host. Basically, this allows you to plug in another USB device like an MP3 player, digital camera or USB stick and copy files to and from them. It's amazing how useful this can be. It should be apparent from having watched the review just how highly we rate the Cowon iAudio A3. It's a peerless video player, a PMP at its finest. In addition to that, you have second to none audio quality. Now yes, there may be players out there a bit more gimmicky and a bit more flashy, but in the real world the A3 does everything you'll want it to do and a bit more. Score time. Value. It's far from a cheap player. You only need to look at the iPod Classic to see what capacity you can get. But add in the recording features and the video functionality and it makes sense. 7 out of 10. Features. Focused and powerful. It does everything a PMP should. 10 out of 10. Design. Perhaps looking a little long in the tooth, but still clean and crisp. 6 out of 10. Audio. Only argument is that the limiter is set a little low, but that can be overcome with decent headphones. 10 out of 10. Video. Peerless. There are larger screens, but none are better. Its handling of almost every video file known to man guarantee it's a 10. Now that gives the A3 a cracking 9 out of 10 score, and we're happy to award it the Advanced MP3 Players Reviewer's Choice Award. As usual, you can see more in-depth information on the product page on the website. Thanks again for watching.